Hi everyone, I hope you're having a really good day and welcome to your art lesson. So this art lesson is all about exploring mixing colours. That's our learning objective, to explore mixing colours. So for this lesson, it'd be really useful if you had some paints at home or felt tip pens or colouring pencils to help you with the activity that's going to happen at the end. So our steps to success today are: I can name a range of colours, I can explore mixing primary and secondary colours, and I can record how I created new colours. Our big question is, what happens if you mix colours? That's what we will be finding out. So let's have our just checking questions to begin with. So a question about last week. Kandinsky liked to paint people. Is that true or false? And our last unit question. Picasso, like Kandinsky, created what type of art? It's the missing word here. And our last term question. What does self-portrait mean? And then the same as before, our last year question, to name these colours. Okay, let's go through the answers. So, Kandinsky liked to paint people. Just realised there's no D on the end of liked. That is false. He did not like to paint people, did he? And the next question tells us why, because it's the type of art he created. So Picasso, like Kandinsky, created what type of art? It's abstract. Abstract art. Okay, and last term, what does self-portrait mean? Hopefully you said something like a picture of yourself. It's very important that you remember it is yourself in the picture, in a self-portrait, the person who is making the picture. And the last year question, let's go through those colours. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, brown, black, white, and grey. So there's our big question. What happens if you mix colours? And our vocabulary for today. A couple of words that we've already looked at, just to go over them. Abstract, art that does not depict reality or is not realistic, but instead uses shapes, colours, forms, and lines. And mix means to combine or put together to form one substance or mass. In the case of mixing paints, it's taking two different paints, putting them together to make one new paint. And then primary colours and secondary colours, that's some vocabulary that we're going to be introduced to today. Okay, so I want you to have a look at this piece of art, and I want you to think about who you think created this art. Okay, well done if you said Kandinsky. It's very typical of Kandinsky's work because there's lots of different shapes and lines and colours, and it is in the style of what kind of painting? Abstract, exactly. So what shapes can you see? Have a really close look. What shapes can you spot? Pause the video here to discuss it. Okay, so you might have said shapes like circles, semicircles, triangles, lots of really interesting shapes in his painting. Next, what lines can you see? Remember last time we talked about all the different types of lines that we can find in paintings. So pause here to try and identify different lines. Okay, so there are lots of straight lines, lots of curved lines. There's even some cross-hatching over here that we talked about last term. Okay, so loads of different lines and shapes. What about colours? So again, a good mix of colours, aren't there? There's some pinks, some purples, black, grey, yellow, blue, orange, brown, lots of different colours in Kandinsky's work. Okay, so I told you we were going to learn some new vocabulary today. This is where we're going to learn it. So if you have a look at these three colours here, these are called primary colours. So what colours are primary colours? Can you name them? What's this? Yellow, blue, red. So yellow, blue and red are the primary colours. And primary colours are any of a group of colours, that's these three colours, from which all other colours can be obtained by mixing. So that means that any colour is obtained by mixing these three colours. That doesn't mean all three at the same time. It can be a combination of the two, which makes one colour, and then combine that with another combination of another two, which makes another colour, and you can go on forever mixing. But these three colours are the three colours that we start with to make any other colour. They are called the primary colours. Can you say primary colours? And it might help to remember primary, like primary school. Okay, so we are a primary school, and it's where we start our schooling. So primary colours are the colours that we can start from to build all the other colours. So secondary colours are colours resulting from the mixing of two primary colours. Okay, so here I'm pointing to the secondary colours because, as we know, we've just found out that yellow, blue and red are the primary colours. If we mix red with yellow, we get the secondary colour of orange. Okay, and if we mix the primary colours yellow and blue, then we get the secondary colour of green. And if we mix the primary colours blue and red together, then we get the secondary colour of purple. And those colours can be used to make an even bigger variety of different colours. So those three colours are the secondary colours: orange, green and purple. And they happen from the mixing of two primary colours. So your mission today, your activity today, is to explore mixing colours. So you'll need, as I said before, paper and then paint, felt tip pens or colouring pencils. Any of those will work in your experimenting, in your exploring. Okay, so when you've got your resources that you need, you might like to record your findings like this. So you might, for example, take some red paint and then add yellow paint, so two separate blobs, and then equals, you can do another kind of blob or shape, whatever you want to do, of what colour that made when you mix those two colours together. So you can do that with paints or pencils or felt tip pens, or work with any of those. And as I said, play around with it. It's really fun to have a go at mixing colours. Mix as many different colours as you like and see if you can find your favourite colour. And then as a next step, can you write instructions for how to create your favourite colour? So just like we practice in English, we've written instructions together. Can you have a go at using that knowledge to write some instructions for your favourite colour that you have discovered while mixing? Okay, so have lots of fun and email us any results and we look forward to seeing them. So year1@thepalmeracademy.com. Have a good afternoon.